We are the true masters of the Earth sphere.
To death!
Hey everybody, it's your boy Sleepwalker, the man who walks through dream, possibly even yours, and we are back with another episode of 2-Def D&D. Still doing Monster of the Week, which I'm enjoying very much, and we're going to have another mystery today. Probably our last one before we get back into some D&D. We still got Jeff here as our keeper. This is the keeper. He's the dude that does the dungeon mastering of the keeping. And we'll go ahead and introduce the rest of our crew. John's out today. He's still doing the vacation thing, the family thing. We knew we were going to be gone for a while, so it'll be in and out for him.
Can't hide money.
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
You got me as Mr. R, and as Raphael is Mr. R. We've got Matt over here is Dr. Eel, and we've got Jeremiah as Roscoe, fan favorite. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let us go ahead and get. Oh yeah, if you like this podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Let's just go ahead and get right in.
I would like to point out how terrible we are with intros. We need to start scripting them out or writing them down or something.
It got to be organic, man. People know we're real. That's what it's about. Hey,
We're just hanging out, talking like we normally would. That's all this is. What up, guys?
What's up, guys? Oh, sorry, we just got started.
Oh, I found out my wife wasn't not subscribed to 2Def. Not only that, she wasn't subscribed to my channel.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Whether or not, yeah, right.
It'd be the ones
Real.
closest to you. It
I
really
look,
is.
she's only subscribed to one person, it's Mr. Beast, because he promised that he might have a chance to get 10 grand if you subscribe to him.
At least she's consistent,
Oh my lord, that's so fucking funny. Yeah. On that note, when we last left off, you guys managed to clumsily, I guess is a good word for it. You guys managed to clumsily kill the second witchy sister, but she did the whole, it doesn't matter, blah bullshit that I don't remember saying.
It happened.
Yeah,
happened.
and you guys looked up and saw that the sky got a red tint to it, and the moon kind of went all red too, like a blood moon.
Okay.
And you guys are all sitting outside this cabin where it just happened. We'll go to the woods. That's where everybody was.
Oh, man. Shit don't look good, boss.
No, I've seen this before, but this looks pretty bad. I'm going to have to call this in.
I've seen it before too, man. Just before the government faked the moon landing.
There's a lot there. We're not going to open that casket. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my my little walkie-talkie. The light
It does not
shines on.
work.
Oh,
Not at all.
Holy shit.
Here, man, let me try
Well,
CB. Hold on. Burger. 19. You got your Roscoe Coltrane coming at you live from the woods. Anybody picking me up? Anybody picking up what I'm putting down?
No, you don't. You don't get any signal back.
God
this is
damn it.
good, boys.
I'm taking this back
Looks-
to Tractor Supply, son. This thing's fucked up.
I
Take
don't
this back
think-
to the pilot.
I don't think it's your machinery, Roscoe. If this doesn't work and yours doesn't work, we're kind of on our own right now, and we should take assessment of what our area and what we have.
God, man, what all we got that still works? I pull out the gun and fire it into the woods.
Yeah, you shoot it. It goes off.
Oh, man. Thank God.
Good God, man.
Some things even the devil can't fuck with. Smith and Wesson.
I
Put
check
that
my
thing
gun.
away.
I check my guns and my gear, and then I go, well, I don't know what we should do. We don't really have any guidance. They say the dead queen's already here, but I wouldn't even know how to confront her right now. What do you think we should do, boys?
And you all do remember that the nice lady who might also be a witch, Sarah, helped you guys out quite a bit during that last mystery.
All right,
So
let's go back to the other witch and see if we
Let's
can
go
get
let-
any. And see if
yeah.
he gives.
My Sarah.
Check out that lot lizard's house.
How dare you? Don't call her a lost lizard. She's a beautiful creature.
Hey,
He's been
DM,
doing that for like hours now.
keeper. Do we heal up harm in between sessions?
you do not.
Ooh.
Okay. Hey, let's go for
well,
see if she's got any more shitty tea.
All right. Well, we're gonna head back.
As we start going that way, I start walking backwards.
Mr.
it too.
Dr. Eel, as you're walking backwards, you catch a flash of what you could only describe as a shadow, but it's like moving through the forest extremely quickly. It resembles both like a mountain lion, but a man, but it is definitely neither of those things, as it just flashes right at everybody's back. But Dr. Eel, you see this.
Hey, I forgot. Anybody who leveled up, I leveled up from the last game.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I didn't take
go
another
ahead.
move.
Yeah.
Carry on. I can do this while we.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
I mean, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
which one
for
I was
sure.
going to take. I just need to look at what it does. I remember what it's called.
Friends? It appears there's some type of creature out here.
What kind of creature, man?
One could only describe it as a shadow.
Oh, man, listen. Hey, doctor. Everybody's got shadows, man. All of us.
It appears yours might be twice the size of mine.
Even butterflies.
Even
That's incredibly specific, Roscoe.
Yeah, yeah. I just love them. New Roscoe character development.
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna look at the doctor and be like, "So, what are you saying we see again, Doc?"
I couldn't tell. It was moving so fast. I was thinking about my dear Sarah.
Well, if we
But
don't
we're
know
not
what it is,
alone. Be aware.
well, we should look out. Well, let's keep heading our way back.
Hey, man,
She's the
who's
only
Sarah?
son.
Is that your wife?
How dare
It's-
you?
It was the
I know who
witch.
it is. Oh, the lot lizard? Listen, man. I done told you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Bah! I pull my gun out and point it at him.
I'm telling you.
A lot
I'm
lizard.
telling you, man. You can take that shot if you want, but I'm just trying to save you a shot later on to your heart.
As we like stare each other down, I kind of slowly put my weapon back in my underneath my cloak, I guess, or my underneath my science jacket. What do you call that thing? A white jacket, I guess.
like a
Well,
lab coat.
Lab coat.
I'm taking
Before we-
lay on hands,
Before we continue,
but
boys,
I
I'd
got a
like
way to
know-
make it work. Don't worry.
Before we continue, boys, I'd like to know: would you like to go ahead and do the dead queen's work for him and go ahead and kill each other now, or should we maybe try to solve this for everyone.
I mean, what do you think? What should we do? Should we kill each other?
No, it's a it's
We could possibly pass into another dimension.
Maybe that's what
It's-
we got to do. If maybe she's a ghost, right? She's dead. Maybe if we're dead, we can fight her on even ground.
All right, here we go. Let me pull the
I
gun.
just start screaming into the woods. Listen here, Dead Queen. You best hope you don't kill me. You're gonna have a real son of a bitch on your hand for eternity.
Well, looks like sarcasm is officially dead, gentlemen.
Okay. Roll a since you decided to yell into the woods. Roll a act under pressure.
I got it. Can I roll a what could go wrong? 'Cause that's the same thing though. Okay.
No, because I'm treating this as kind of like a surprise round. Okay, with that mixed success, that shadow that I described earlier, kind of flies out of the forest that's surrounding you and tackles you to the ground. You don't take any harm. You're able to protect yourself from the claws that are about to dig into you with your arms, and you kind of like catch them as they're like wrapping around, trying to get into your ribs. But you're on the ground now, and on top of you is this. Said it could only be described as a 3D shadow. It is constantly shifting and writhing. There's like little tendrils coming in and out of it, and you're looking into like this humanoid shape, and it is it's shape shifting right before your eyes, and it's sitting there looking up, looking down at you, and you hear like a low snarl.
I just yell, boss, it's another black bear. God damn, his woods is eat up with them.
When you say black bear, it actually like perks up and it transforms into the shape of a black bear on top of you.
Like I told you. Hurry.
I'm gonna use magic.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try to trap the monster.
Yeah, give me a weird roll, a use magic
How
roll.
you trapping it? I want to hear it.
You'll see.
Okay, that's a mixed success, so you get an effect, and I get to pick a glitch. So your effect is to trap it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Can I help out?
I want to say since he already rolled it and said what he was doing.
Okay.
What does it look like when you try to when you attempt to trap this thing?
I guess. Well, I mean, I was about to say something physical, but I kind of draw my hands up and I try to point at it like directly, like I'm almost doing a some type of spell for my hand. Wait, did you say it was successful or not successful?
It's a mixed success, so it does work.
It will work.
Yes.
I would like
Okay.
to.
So you see,
Oh, go ahead.
you see like this white mist come from my hand and it turns into like, it looks like what is a rope, and it kind of bounds the creature up like it encircles it like a snake.
Okay.
Some bitch is Doctor Strange.
Since it was a mixed success, the glitch I'm going to choose is that it has a problematic side effect. So you do wrap this shadow creature up in this white mystic rope, but it also wraps Roscoe up, and he is like belly to belly with it.
I would like to.
Your hands are bound by your side.
I would like to roll. Hold on, I gotta read which one it is. Read a bad situation. See what is my best way out.
Yeah, do that.
Boy, this ain't gonna be good. I get to hold one.
Okay. Okay.
What is my best way out?
For one of your friends to pull you out.
All right.
You know that you are bound, and there is no way for
Pull me
you
out,
to
boys.
get out.
Pull me out. Here, grab Holt's. Grab Holt's my sledgehammer.
I'm gonna rush in, grab it, and try to pull him out with my special gloves so I don't get possessed or anything. What is that?
Just make that a. Just give it a straight tough roll.
Tough roll?
Yeah.
Be tougher than hell.
Oh, mixed.
Yeah. With that mixed success, you pull him out of this this magical rope-ish snake thing that Dr. Eel has created, and everybody is still like very surprised that Dr. Eel uses magic now. And with that mixed success, it yeah, you get him out. The I'm trying to think of like a good take back because a mixed success means you get to do something, you get to do what you want, but something bad happens. Uh, yeah, you pull him out, and on the way, the shadow bear like bites your hand and like holds you down for a minute, but you don't take any harm. It just kind of like
Okay.
it grabs you and like shakes you like a bear or a dog would.
All right. Ah. You all right, Roscoe?
Yeah, man. Hey, we gotta figure out what kills this thing, and I'd like to roll whatever,
Read a bad situation. Man.
whichever one says what can hurt
Hey.
it. But maybe I say, somebody, what do y'all think can hurt this? Because I probably shouldn't be doing that. I'm doing a shit.
I'll be like, I'll look and I'll be like, fire's usually pretty good. We got any of that?
I'm gonna roll investigate a mystery, see if I know what hurts it.
It would be read a bad situation.
Oh, investigate mystery says what can hurt it. So I thought that.
Oh, there's most vulnerable in read a bad situation. Yeah, go ahead and do investigate a mystery.
Hey, is our harm still the same?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Wait, investigate
go.
mystery. What's that mean? I hold one.
You
What
get to
can
hold
hurt
one.
it?
Yep. You're Roscoe. You're not the smartest man
No.
in the world, but
I was hoping somebody else
one
would roll
thing,
it.
one thing does cross your mind, and it's that shadows go away in the light.
I was like, boys, I remember reading at a truck stop magazine one time. This man was supposedly, if you believe in that sort of thing, hunted by a shadow demon. And he just had to set up a bunch of lanterns in his house, and it eventually went away. We need to shine our lights. And I mean, we all got flashlights, right?
Yeah.
I would like my flashlight to be on my, like a super. I guess they didn't have LEDs back then, did they?
I'll pull my flashlight out and I point it at the monster and I start
regular
doing
flashlight.
like caricatures, like shadow characters.
I start shaking it at the monster like a like the Bohemian Rhapsody video.
I'll start beaming it at him.
Yeah, when you all three like focus your flashlights on the shadow, it dissipates almost like when you throw water on a fire, the way it just instantly psh, and then you see smoke. But picture instead of smoke, it's like psh, the shadowy essence of this monster just kind of dissipates.
Our bulls were like the Ghostbusters. We crossed the streams and all.
We handled that very well.
I ain't
would
crossed the
say.
stream since a few weeks ago in the Porta John. There was only one, but those three of us had to go,
Yee.
Rusty, I don't know if we're gonna be no, I'm sorry. Not Rusty.
Who's Rusty?
Roscoe.
Aw.
You know
Y'all got
You
an
remind
invisible
me a lot.
friend?
Dr.
Oh,
Eel
he-
gets real sad.
Yeah, my
He's,
poor Rusty.
He's another one of the I guess he works for the Bureau. Rusty kind of works for himself. But you'll probably not meet him.
Boys, we need to get back to that cabin. I'm slightly fucked. Is anybody else fucked up?
Yes, we should get back to
How many
the
harm
cabin.
you got?
Honestly,
Yes, sure.
I got
A lot.
like 3.
I got 3.
3. I said, boys, I think I can help y'all. And I get out can of skull. And I get some in both hands and I rub it in their wounds. I want to lay on hands. I don't have this in my thing though. I don't know how to roll it. It's plus cool.
Just look it up real quick.
Plus cool.
I also have medic.
So I can heal them. I can heal one of them for 2. 7 or 9, you can heal harm or illness as on a 10, but you take it on 2. But then I take 2. I want to heal 1 on somebody.
Okay. How much harm do you have right now?
2. So to give me
2?
3
Okay.
and give them 2.
Who are
I got-
you?
It says
Who you
4, but
taking
I only
them off
got. Oh, when okay. I see. It counts down. Yeah. I would take it from Dr. Eel. I feel like he's probably the physically weakest in my opinion because I think he's liberal. Roscoe thinks he's liberal.
I immediately take the skull out of one of my wounds and I put it in my lip, start dipping it, and I spit just to prove how manly I am to Roscoe.
Oh, God damn. And a little tear falls out of Roscoe's eye. A boy becomes a man.
I have the.
I immediately get sick and go to the corner.
How far away from this cabin are we? Super far?
From Sarah's house.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You're a couple miles away. You have to track back through the
I want to
forest
run and
to
just
your
swing my
car.
flashlight like this the whole time.
I have the medic move. I think with leveling up, I got another move as medic, and
Mhm.
I can heal too if I roll a success or mixed success. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Sure.
All right, I'm just gonna do it with cool. Okay. Plus cool. All right, just a normal cool roll. Let's see if it goes. Yeah. All
Yep.
right. I'll heal Roscoe for 2.
Roscoe, you got healed for 2 harm. You guys are you guys like doing this on the go, like trying to like combat
Yeah.
medic this shit?
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
medical kit, and I'm just kind of
Yep.
applying it.
And yeah, you guys follow the same path you took into the woods out. It's easy enough to find to like retrace your steps, I should say. And your car is right where you parked it, right on the road on the threshold between like the woods and the little 2-lane road you were on.
Mhm.
Immediately jump in.
I guess
Can
are we on the house? I'm sorry. Where are we on the house?
No, you're back to your car.
Back to the car. All right, let's get in the car.
I jump in the car in like the passenger seat, and I lower the seat all the way back and like start trying to take a nap.
I get in the car and I'm like, all right, let's make our way back. Keep an eye out.
I get in the
for
car.
more
I don't do
ghouls.
anything different.
You just sit and talk about how much you hate libs.
I roll over and put a cassette in and land side by. Fleetwood Mac starts playing.
I love this song. I remember
And,
seeing them back in '68, right before the government faked the moon landing.
It reminds me of my dear Sarah.
How can you land on the moon if it's made of cheese, boys? I mean, it's simple math, you know?
There's a lot more up there than you think.
I know we can do this, Ghost, by the way. It probably hates our guts. Might chase us. We could just take it to the end of the earth and trick it into falling off the side of the earth.
Oh no.
That'd probably take a very long time and not happen at all.
Maybe.
You guys are making your way to the back to town. It's a couple miles outside of town is where you were. You make your way back into the small town of Eldridge, and you see that the town is kind of like in disarray. There's what time is it now? It's like midnightish, and there's like adults like in the middle of the street with their flashlights looking around, and you hear them yelling like stuff you can't quite make out. But all of these people looking around look real scared and real concerned.
So we slow down. Let's talk to one of these people.
I stopped and I got one that said, any person right in front of me, and excuse me. I don't know who I stopped.
You actually stop right in front of Dory, the mother you helped at the very first session.
Okay.
And she sees that you were in the car, and she sees you and Dr. Ill, and she like runs to your passenger seat or to your driver's side door and is like gesturing you to roll down your window.
And I roll it down and I say, Dory, are you all right? What's going on?
And she says, no, I'm not all right, Mr. R. To be honest, they I don't know where Bo and Clara are. The kids are gone.
Oh, goddamn kid
It's
snatchers.
and then I look at her and I look at everybody else walking around. Is that the same story for everyone else?
Yeah, we're all out here looking for our kids. We don't know what happened. They just got up and left in the middle of the night.
Ma'am,
Uh,
y'all need to all go back inside. We'll find the kids. It'll be fine. There's this evil dead bitch running around here. And you know, she's scarier than hell, but don't worry, we got Dr. R here. He's a doctor. We got Dr. Ill, he's a doctor. And we got Roscoe P. Coltrane. He's a badass trucker that don't give no damns and shits.
All right, listen, Dory, I'm gonna need you to go back to your house and stay inside until the duration of this night. It looks like it's gonna be trouble for everybody right now. We're gonna try to stop it as best we can.
And she says, with all due respect to your bureau and whatever in the hell you are, Mister Coltrane, but we can't do that. We got to find our
I'm
babies.
getting out of the car. I'm like, people, gather round old Roscoe here. And I give them all the same spiel I just got her, and I would like to roll Trust Me. Do I have to roll it for all, individually for each person, or can I roll it once for the group?
Collectively, since the group is so big, I'm going to say they don't really give a shit. Their kids are missing, and they're just ignoring you completely.
All right.
I'm gonna say, well, y'all motherfuckers can die then. Let's get in the car. Let's just leave. These people don't want our help.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, listen, we're going to try to find the children. They're probably all together. Just try to stay safe. Stay out of the shadow.
And
she says, I don't know what that means. That's kind of ominous, but okay. Everybody, and they ignore her as well. And she goes, I'm just gonna keep with the group. We're gonna look around town first.
Let's hit it, Mr. R.
All right. Well,
I rolled down my window though as we're driving off, and I yell, "Have fun getting murdered by the ghost bitch, you fucks!"
That's not going to be productive, but it's probably true. So
Roscoe tells the truth.
We go towards Sarah, and I'm like, all right, listen, we're probably not going to get a lot of help from anyone else, and we're going to be on our own until we can contact the Bureau. So we just need to be on our P's and Q's and watch out for anything mysterious.
Are you saying that too, Sarah?
No, I'm telling that.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because you guys are talking to a closed door right now.
We got to get Sarah. She's got to stay inside at least, right, man? Because you can't be radio on the Bureau later and tell them that everybody's dead. At least I was able to save one, you know?
Well, she's a witch. Most likely she'll be all right.
I mean, you never know. Maybe she gets corrupted. Maybe she tries to kill us when we walk in. Maybe we should be ready for it. I get out the gun. I said, I'll just keep this just in case, and I tuck it behind my back.
I'm going to be like, don't make me regret giving that to you, Roscoe.
Oh, well, it's too much. Too much, you think?
Yeah, just,
okay.
Just stay cool.
I put it back down, and I get the sledgehammer out, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready.
I wonder what my lovely Sarah is doing right now.
I use a sledgehammer to knock on Sarah's door. Not hard, It's just like.
Are we showed up?
You guys get to her property line, and as soon as you cross the threshold from the road to her driveway, your car completely shuts off. Like the battery just went completely dead, and the engine died as well.
I look at Mr. Arnold. I told you, get ready, son. This is going down.
All right, stay ready, but don't do any acting.
I won't shoot her unless she shoots me or something. How does the law say? Whatever, shoot her, drag her in the house, say she broke in, something like that. I think that's how it goes.
It's
also, you all feel like a really intense pressure in your head, almost like you're way too far underwater. That pressure all around you, and yeah, you guys feel like you're about to have a seizure or something.
I know what it is. I know what this is, and I get out 3 cores and I open them up, pass them out, and I chug it down.
The cores don't do anything.
Oh God, we're gonna need more cores. I only got like 15 left, man.
I put the cores in the what's it called, the cup holder, and then I open up the door as I take out my assault rifle and make my way slowly towards the door, going,
Uh,
Sarah.
You feel that pressure getting heavier as you get closer to her house, but you yelling her name out, the front door swings open, and Sarah's standing there, and she goes, "Oh Lord, it's just y'all!" And she like waves her hand real fast, and that pressure instantly goes away.
Oh God, what was
And
that?
Sarah.
she said, "I'm sorry, I had to ward my property to make sure nothing gets in." She points up at the blood moon, and she says, "Did y'all do that? That y'all's doing?"
I
I
mean,
thought you.
maybe.
I thought you did that to show your love for me.
Uh,
No,
no, Doctor Squid, I didn't do nothing like that.
Dr.
well,
Squid, after all we've been through.
we've been
I
trying to
told you,
stop.
man. Bullet to the heart.
We tried to stop that. It didn't work, and we're looking for answers. Can't get in touch with anyone.
And she says, "Come inside. Do you have your radio or anything like that on you?"
And
Yes.
they don't work.
And she says, "Get inside. It should work once you get in the house."
All right. I go
Because she
into the
called
house.
Dr. Ill Dr. Squid. He's so like distraught. He goes over to Roscoe and is kind of like, "Give me another beer. This is
Give
going to
him
be a
one.
rough one."
And I say, Sarah, quick. There's something out there causing pressure in the head. I think it's a hangover curse. Quick. If you drink one of these, you can't get a hangover if you're drunk. I'll trade you one of these for some of that tea.
She picks it up and she shotguns it.
It's glass.
Like she,
Does she do that thing where you swirl it around and make a little vortex inside?
yeah, she makes a vortex.
I said, God damn, that was badass.
And she slams it down so hard it like cracks. And she's like, that was me. I was doing that to make sure nobody I don't want on my property comes on my property. You know, it can't be too safe.
Oh man, that's a pretty cool booby trap. I set up a shotgun like that one time.
Do you have any more of that tea, Sarah?
And she says, yeah, I got one batch left. You guys are welcome to it. And she passes it out to you guys.
Is there enough for
And
everybody?
yeah, there's enough for everybody.
Is there enough? Sarah, can I pour some in my piss jug? Take one for the road.
She's like, you can, but you won't be able to drink it now.
What's that,
So
what's that mean?
there's enough for everybody to drink and be
Oh,
healed fully, but that's it. There's no more after that.
oh, I might as well just drink it now. Same effect.
All right, Sarah. The witch said that the children were already got, that the dead queen was already here. Do you know anything? You making any sense about this?
And she says, I don't know for sure, but it definitely feels like she cursed the whole town, like the whole town's under some kind of charm or ward or something. I don't know. It's stronger than what I can do. I tried to.
Where do you think the kids are?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think maybe we got
You know what it
lucky and Michael Jackson grabbed them? They're just playing at his amusement park. You know, I got loves kids about more than anybody I know.
I don't know if
She's-
Michael Jackson turned the sky red, Rusty.
I mean, you ever seen him moonwalk?
She says, he did make his eyes all wild in that Thriller video, so maybe.
It's true.
Probably not.
It was fake
Well-
though, Sarah, just like the moon landing.
And
I
she
look
says,
at-
"Oh, actually, Michael Jackson's a level 5 shapeshifter. If
That's
you've
what
ever
I figured.
seen them.
That's what I goddamn knew it.
It's funny, we try
Changeling
to
is what we call them."
He's probably eating
try
them
to-
kids butt first.
keep changelings. But oh wow. I tried to. I
Oh,
was like,
no.
I tried to.
It didn't register at first what he said.
Yeah, I know it hit me later. I'm gonna try to ignore what he just said and be like, Sarah, do you know anything about the dead queen?
And she says, just legends. I know. Last time I talked to y'all, I told you the three sisters of town kind of band together and burned at the stake. That's what they were trying to summon. They were trying to summon her. And
Yeah. We kind of killed one of them, I think, or did something to her. What we do to her? Did we kill her? Did we kill her? Keep her?
We killed 2 of them.
Did we kill one of the witches, or did we just what we do to her? I can't
no, you
remember.
killed one of the witches.
Okay.
You killed one of the witches.
Yeah, we killed one of them. One of them witches.
And
I got her hand right
Rusty-
here, actually, in a shit bucket. Do you need it?
And she says, no, I don't, but
Okay.
thanks for the offer, I
It's there if
guess.
you do, you know.
And
Well,
you guys hear as you guys are like talking with Sarah, and she's trying to like help you guys figure out what's going on.
mhm.
You hear rustling coming from outside.
Y'all hear that rustling coming from outside?
Did something get past your ward?
And she runs to like the nearest window and looks out, and she says, no, but it looks like they're right around the property line. And
Hmm.
if you peek out the window, you see those shadow creatures lining up around the property
I start
line.
shining my flashlight at him
How long will this
through the
hold?
window.
And she says, it should all night, but I don't know. I don't know if these things will get any stronger, given what they how easy they are to kill right now, which should last all night. But
I'm shining my
something
mag
could
light
make
at him.
them.
Is it taking any of them down?
It is not.
Oh man,
It's
they're not
like
affected by light anymore.
you're so far away that the light like kind of makes them flinch, but it's not
I don't know if you ever seen a
causing
mag
them any
light,
harm.
Jeff, but come on now.
Judging from how close you were to the one that shapeshifted into a bear to now, you're farther away.
I say,
I'm
listen.
gonna read a bad situation.
Yeah, go for it. 9. So what are your questions? You get to hold one.
Just one.
Yep.
What's the biggest threat?
Good call. Good call. Good call, Dr. Hill.
You're looking outside and you see these things slowly start to come out of the shadows and approach the property, but they're like held off. They will like take a step onto her actual property and like instantly like jump back. And as this is going on, you see them like shape shifting into different like forest animals. You see bobcats and mountain lions, and even like deers and like raccoons and just wild animals. Just they're shape shifting into. And oddly enough, with that read a bad situation with that mixed success, you see that, and those are very imposing and very scary. But you get the idea that something is sending them here.
I say, Sarah, Miss Lot Lizard.
I'm not a lot lizard, but yeah, okay. What do you want?
Do you
Roscoe?
have any sort of? I mean, I love my mag light. Don't get me wrong. Powerful light. You can use it to beat police when they try to inspect your truck. You can use it for a lot of different things. But it's a one directional. Do you have like a lantern or something that sheds light, all around you that we could have?
And she says, just maybe let me check my basement. And she runs down and comes back up with like what looks like a 1930s style
Oh God.
lantern that uses like lamp oil. And she says, I don't have a lot of fuel for it. It'll last you maybe an hour, but this is the best I got.
Hmm. Well, this will be as good as we need if we need to make an escape. But right now, I'm going to try to call the bureau again.
She
See
says,
if I can
yeah,
get through.
if y'all got anybody to call for backup, now would be the time to do it.
So I hit the dial again and I click it. Does it go through now?
Yep, it goes through.
Okay. And then it gets there and you hear the all right, could you please put me through to HQ? Head up top, all the way to the top. Thank you very much, Sarah. And then they put me through to HQ.
Yeah, and on the other side, you hear a voice like kinda worried pick up, and he's like, "Yeah, hello, Mr. R, is Agent R, is that you?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What happened? You went dark out there."
It seems that the whole town is in some sort of curse. There's something about the dead queen had returned, the whole sky, the sky is red, and we can't get any communications outside of this area, which we are involved with a good witch. She should be on the registry.
And she says, "Yeah, we here at HQ, our equipment's going like off the charts. It some bad shit's happening apparently over there. I don't know what it is, but you're gonna need some backup. But we can scramble a team, but it'll take at least an hour, maybe two, to scramble and get them heading your way."
All right, I need you to get him here as soon as possible. Send send a lot of lighting apparatuses. The things out here right now seem to be very weak to it, and make sure you're well armed. This might be a sticky one.
And he says, 10-4, over and out. And
All
then
right.
the
Say, I might have some backup too.
did you bring your CB
I get
in?
on the CB and I say,
Yep.
this is Roscoe P. Coltrane, the Lizard Lot Slayer. Ha ha. Calling out to anybody out there in CB land, any badass truckers don't give no dams and shits. We in a little bit of a pickle here, and I tell them where we're at and stuff and what's going on. So anybody, any trucker that's armed with any weapons and lights, get your asses over here.
You hear, this is Bandit 2-4. What's going on, Rubber Ducky?
I told him. I tell him what's happening.
He's like, well, me and a couple of my buds are in the middle of the fuck, what's it called? When there's a bunch of them together.
Convoy?
Convoy. He's like, yeah, we got a convoy heading right past Kentucky. You need us to stop by, help you take care of business?
Fuck yeah, get on it.
And he says, I just gotta ask you one question though. Are you one of them fucking commie sucking liberals?
No, you know me, buddy. That's Roscoe. Fuck them commies.
And he says, I had to test you out, good buddy.
Yeah, you will see me. I'm with a official looking feller, and I am with a liberal doctor. But he's pretty all right. I watched him pick up a monster with his mind. I think maybe he was involved in the what was that government project where they gave all those people LSD, tried to turn them into super
MK
soldiers?
Ultra.
Yeah, I believe he might be in the MK Ultra.
I couldn't remember the word convoy, but I remember MK Ultra. And he says, well, it might take us a little while to get there. But yeah, I guess we're on our way as long as that liberal don't try to pollute our minds with any of that bullshit.
I think he, I'm not sure he's in any shape to pollute minds currently. He's been drinking a lot of Coors.
All right, we're on our way, good buddy. Over and out.
I look at Roscoe and I'm like, I think you may have some misconceptions about what communism actually is.
I got it. I got it pretty good. They all wear red. Sing songs about Joseph Stalin and Bill Clinton. Was Bill Clinton president in the 90s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
97. Dr. Ills he steps up and he rubs his hand together and then he claps and then he does the crane position.
Oh shit! This man's lost his goddamn mind.
Do you wax on and wax off too?
I wax right hand, left hand, and I look over at Sarah and I say, "You got my name?" And I ask Roscoe for another beer, and then I'm going to use magic.
To what?
Yeah, yeah. Give me a magic roll. Actually, I'm going to say use a luck point. Just go ahead and burn that.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't used it
because I want this to happen. And Dr. Eel, you feel this surge of energy go through your entire body. Nobody else sees it. It's not feasible in any kind of way. Nobody knows it but you. But in your mind, Dr. Eel, you feel something happen, but nothing manifests in front of you.
And then I just kind of hang my head a little bit, and then I go, Well, boys, I might have an idea. Would fire scare these things away?
I mean,
I
fire
mean, it
makes
produces
light,
light.
dude. You know, I read that in a truck stop book one time too.
How
No,
about we set this place ablaze?
I don't rightly
This is
think. I mean,
someone's
this is
house.
pretty much our only safe spot currently.
Sarah goes, please don't do that. This is my house, Dr. Eel.
Who cares about your house?
I would like
I
to.
do. It's mine.
Listen, maybe if we just look around here hard enough, we'll find something she's overlooked that, you know, we can use. And I'm going to spend a luck point to use my luck special.
What's your luck special?
When you spend luck, you'll find something weird, maybe even useful.
Oh,
So maybe even you.
as you're like walking around her home, you stumble like into the basement where she pulled up that lamp, and it's more of a you just open the door and see stairs leading down. You just follow them. You look around and like I described before, her house is nothing but just like wall to wall, like herbs and different plants growing, and she's a like a purveyor of like herbal magic. But as you're downstairs, you see you found what looks like a metal tube, and you look around and there is like a little like red button that looks like it's been like there's been like a hole drilled into this tube, and there's like a little switch pushed down into it, and there's a red button sticking out.
I snatch it up and take it to her
Okay.
and say, "What is this?"
And she says, "Oh, that's my potato cannon from when I was a kid."
Can I have it?
She's like, "Yeah, I guess."
Oh, God damn it. I'm so excited. You got any potatoes?
She's like,
you found. Go ahead.
she says, "Yeah, I do." She says, "Look around. You think I ain't got no taters?" And she walks to her kitchen and pulls out a big sack of potatoes, and she grabs some. She grabs like a glass jar that's not hanging up, it's on the shelf, and she twists the top of it off, and there's some like it looks like a bunch of different herbs ground up together, and she takes a little pinch of it and she puts it, or she like holds her hand up through that potato can, and she's like, "Do you mind?"
Now, yeah, go ahead.
She takes it
Herb mechanic.
and she sprinkles a little bit of that concoction of different herbs into the potato cannon, and she says, "Well, here you go. Whatever you shoot out of here, it'll hurt supernatural things."
Hell yeah, a ghost busting tater cannon.
By
Boys,
this time,
I'm
Dr.
ready.
Bill's looking.
I open up the
Dr.
front door and shoot at one of them things to see what happens.
You do, and she hands you like a can of hairspray too, so you can like load it
Yeah.
and prime it and everything. And you take that button out, you spray a bunch of hairspray in it, you stick that button back in, then you like load a potato in it. You point it at this what looks like, now since you've opened the door for the first time in a minute, there's like an onslaught of these shadow creatures all around you. But you hit that red button and a potato shoots out of it, and it lands at the feet of a bunch of them, and they all just kind of stop and look down at it, and nothing happens. And about 2 seconds after it lands, you see sparks and like a shower of white light. It looks like you're setting off like some like fireworks sprinkler thing, and whatever that thing comes in contact with, the light as it's showering in all directions, it just evaporates all of these shadow monsters.
Goddamn potato cannon, boys. I go ahead and load it up for another shot. I'm not going to shoot it, but I'll say, "Okay, sir, I got 2 more questions for you." One,
Oh, okay.
do you have any like rope, string, something I can attach this, tie this thing to my back or something?
and she says, "Yeah, I should." And she she like fumbles around her kitchen for a second and like opens a drawer and pulls out this big thing of like twine, and she like ties one end to. She cuts a big section of it and ties each end to a part of the potato cannon. And she goes, that should work as a sling, right?"
Yeah. I toss it on my back. I say, question number 2, Sarah. What do you
She
use?
goes, "Hang
You got
on."
some good plants around here. What do you use for fertilizer, if you don't mind me asking?
And she says, "Oh, it's a mixture of stuff I make myself. It's a old family secret.
I
I
lean
wanna."
into her and I whisper and say, you got a shit bucket, don't you?
And she says, no, it's mostly just a compost bucket,
Mhm.
honestly.
That's what I call
But
it sometimes too
hang
when I'm
on
in the
1 second.
fancier parts of town.
As you're talking, she like turns her back towards you and like reaches in she opens up a cabinet drawer, and as soon as it opens, you just see a bunch of like crumpled up plastic bags. She pulls one out and like unfolds it, and she fills it up with potatoes, and now you have 10 potatoes, and that's how many times you can use that cannon.
I said, boys, I got 10 taters for the tater cannon and enough hairspray that maybe we could choose something else if we find it. Maybe
She says,
anything
she
that
says, "Be
fits in a
careful with
potato
that."
cannon. Flaming dildo, anything.
She says, "Be careful with that potato cannon. That hairspray, that's that Farrah Fawcett spray. That's that good stuff."
Oh, shit. You only need about half as much, I've heard. God, this plant business must be very lucrative. I have to look into this.
Well, since we don't really have any leads, I think we should probably look up where those 3 witches were burned.
At that burned down
Nah.
house.
Now I know it's already gone, but the area still might hold some relevance.
I think we should just get the tater. I go back outside with the tater can and I point at one of them things. Do they look scared of it?
After seeing what it did, the ones that are still there, because that spot that you blew up
Mhm.
has been since filled in with more of these shadow monsters. They kind of look at you and they start backing off.
Alright.
I say, listen,
So you get the sense that they're not mindless, but
these things are coming from somewhere, right? So I think if we go in here with enough light sources to keep them off of us, we just follow their trail where they're coming from.
Do we have any extra things we could possibly put on the car?
Cars got lights on them. Holy shit, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but not only the cars, but maybe add some extra light on top.
Can you
things
get
like
me
that.
back to Deborah?
That's a good idea. The truck would work.
It's got a light
remember
bars on
that-
top and shit.
Deborah has a light bar on the front and one on the back in case you break down at night.
Yeah. And so people can see my cool Jesus painting when I'm driving down the road.
Well, I'd say we need Jesus right now more than ever. So we're
Hell
trying to
yeah.
make a way to Deborah. What we'll do is we're gonna need you to
Wait, we
lob
parked
maybe.
Deborah at Sarah's house.
No, we
Yeah.
parked it at a
No.
library, didn't we?
Yeah, you left Deborah
Did I
parked at the
leave Deborah at the
library.
library? Oh, we need to make it to
Yeah.
the library. Let's just get,
All
how
right.
fast do those things look? Faster than a car?
You look like they can transform into really fast animals. You haven't seen one
Listen,
really go top speed, but
I ain't never seen the animal faster than, what kind of cars you got? What kind of car you got?
I have a Impala.
I ain't never seen an animal faster than 420 horsepower. By God, let's go.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. Go ahead and lob a potato out just to spread them. We'll turn on the lights and we'll run right
I'll
through.
just stick it out the window and we'll lob it out while we go.
All right,
and just so you
boys.
guys know, you guys can get like on her property, anywhere on her property you can get to,
Yeah.
but you can't go past that line. So
That's
you
what
can
I'm
go
saying.
outside and plan around.
We're
and
going to
stuff.
shoot it at the edge where they're at on the way out to part them so we can make it through.
We're gonna get into the car and turn on the high beams.
Oh, yeah, we can
If
probably
you
do that too and
guys-
not waste a tater.
If you guys remember, the car completely shut down once you pulled into the driveway.
Sarah, can
But
you start our car back?
That's
And
because of the spell.
and she says, "It works a little differently for electronics and whatnot that I didn't know. If I knew the car was coming, I could have let you guys in, but I was being cautious, and I'm afraid your battery's dead."
Shit. We got any electrical?
I would like to use the Angel Wings move.
What?
You can instantly go to anywhere you visited or to a person you know well. You can carry 1 or 2 people with you.
How many?
I don't have
different...
Angel Wings.
Oh, okay.
I would like to use it though. I said, Dr. Eel, can you use some magic to teleport us?
I'm gonna use magic.
Let me see if teleporting is one of the things you can use magic for. So I don't think it is.
I mean,
I can do something superhuman and start the car back regardless.
Can you generate electricity, Dr. Eel? Maybe jump this car.
okay. Roscoe would like to use it. I just read about this a second ago.
I will tell you guys also real quick. Sarah lives on a hill. You can just roll the car down the hill and like kind of jumpstart it, like pop it into first.
In the More Weirdness Guide too, there is no limits. You need to push your physical body past its limits, roll plus weird, and then physically possible things you can do is lift an SUV, jump over a truck, punch through a brick wall. So I'm saying, could I possibly push this car with enough force that we'll roll out of this place and fucking be able to start it when we get to the edge? If I roll good.
If you roll a complete success, yes, and you'll be able to jump in the car as well. If you roll a mixed success, you're going to take a few attacks. If you fail,
it says I suffer 1 harm and take -1 forward.
Yeah, if you fail, you just can't do it. We'll do that.
Mixed. I'll take my harm. I pulled a goddamn hammy, boss. Is everybody in the car before? I mean, I do want to do it, but I don't want to just take off without everybody, you know? Roscoe. That's me. Mr. R.
Wouldn't we already be in the car?
You get in the driver's seat. Dr. Eel,
yeah.
You get in the
I'm
back.
laying down in the back.
I get on the passenger side and hold the door up. You know, I'm pushing it with the door open. And I take off. Right when I get to the edge, I pull a hammy and fall into the car. I take my 1 harm. We're out. Right. Start trying to start it.
I'm trying to start it.
Instead, you kind of, Roscoe, you push it backwards up the hill a little bit more, just enough for Agent R to cut it and to like point down the driveway and down the hill.
Can my 1 harm be that I push it, but I can't hold it, and it rolls me over, and I'm now on the hood holding on?
Yeah, we could do that. Shit. And it's less of a trying to crank it; it's more the popping it into first and popping the clutch to get that carburetor going. And yeah, you do that. But now, Roscoe, you're on the hood of this car, and
I hit the high beams.
Yeah, and you clear a path that is directly in front of you. You see countless of these shadow monsters as you're rolling down the hill, and now you cranked it. The car is started. The high beams are on, but they're starting to like try to get you from the side. And Roscoe, I'm going to need you to roll an act under pressure.
I'm gonna light my mag light up and start shining it at them when they're coming.
Okay. You're still going to need to roll act under pressure because they're hitting you from all directions.
I feel like, can I roll?
Or Sarah did give you that lantern.
What could go wrong? Because I charged into immediate danger, right?
While we're doing this, I'm visibly drunk. I pop in another cassette that's Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. And we're jamming to this down the road.
I start singing it on the hood of the car. I go back, I got role playing, burgers and karate and things.
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll what could go wrong.
Okay.
What happens on a? When you charge an immediate. No, you hold 2. You may spend them hold through hold. Oh, so when you roll act under pressure,
Oh, so I
So
just
you get
that's just the
+2.
thing. So I get a
That's just the
+2
thing
to
you
my
can
action
do.
and
Yeah,
pressure. Okay, so I still need to roll it.
yeah. You just did when you rolled it. You rolled a 8. But
Oh, I need to add a 2
since
to it, so 10.
you need to add a 1 because you pulled a hammy and you got a -1 forward, so that cancels out.
Oh, so I didn't take 1 harm then.
I thought both of those things happened. The way you worded it, it sounded like you take a
Well, it
harm
says
and then you.
sever 1 harm, take 1 -1 forward, or you need to rest right now. So I thought or mean you just did one of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did.
Not
I
have done it.
wasn't reading it. I was trusting the way you were wording it.
So do I pick
But
or do
we
you
can.
pick? 'Cause if
Uh,
I pick, I'll just take the harm.
if you want to just take that harm, then yeah, and you can add 2 to that and make it a
Take
complete
it.
success.
I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even remember what
That
I was trying to
equals.
do at this point, to be honest with you.
These shadow monsters are like clawing and trying to grab you while you're on the hood of this car.
Can my action and pressure
And
be just climb back in the car while we're going?
the action under pressure was to avoid getting drug off the car.
And
I
we're
say
just kind of
gun it,
rolling.
Dr. R.
I'm gunning it, and we're just kind of down the hill.
Are
And
we?
I'm like, hold on, Rusty. I mean, Roscoe.
Oh, God, Rusty.
Oh,
Well, I'm
Sorry,
trying to kill
Dr.
these
Hill.
things. I'm gonna light my lantern while we're going too. Yeah, I guess if I can.
Easy enough, yeah. I made you roll act under pressure because in my mind, there was a second or two where you had to like catch up, where you had to pick up speed in order to,
Yeah.
if that makes sense, and they can grab you while you're picking up speed. That was my thought process behind it. But now you guys are up to
I mean, I'm
speed,
here for it.
and as you're driving down the road, you notice
Are we
on
far
the
enough
way
away we
to,
could stop and let me get in real quick?
you are still actively like surrounded. You look back and you
I'm
see
just
them
going to
like
climb
running
around
after
and
the
get in the
car.
car.
Give me a.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna,
reach out
like-
and grab you.
I'm like gonna open the window, like the door is closed.
Well, the door's
now,
still
and
open. I never closed the
It's
door. I
still
pushed it
open?
with the door.
I'm going to say that whenever he gunned it, it like the force closed it
Well,
because
Dr.
that's how
Hill,
physics work.
Dr. Hill goes, that damn lot lizard forgot my name. Rusty left me. That's my only way back into the academy. I'm not going to let Roscoe go too. I'm going to make an attempt to reach out and grab him and try to pull him in the car.
Okay. Roscoe, give me a tough roll to see
Hell
how
yeah.
strong you're like hanging on, and Dr. Ill roll help out. Never mind, you don't need to roll help out, but you can if you want to.
Don't.
Boom.
Yeah. You see Roscoe just climbing over on the hood of this car and then up to the roof, and he like does a cool jump where he like hangs onto the lip of the window and like his feet fly in, and Dr. Ill, you're out there like pulling him in to make sure he doesn't hit his head and stuff. You like cradle him as he falls.
Give me another beer, Roscoe.
Nah, no problem, 10-4. We need to stop and get some more beers, Dr. R. But maybe
think
after we
we're a
get
little-
Deborah.
I'm visibly
Maybe-
drunk at this point.
Maybe we should make sure we live first before we start doing that.
I got a plan. Don't worry. How long does it take us to get Deb?
Well, one thing, as you're like on your way to get Deb, you're in your car and you guys are like pretty secure now. You don't see anybody out on the street anymore. You see
They're all
you
dead.
see some
boys.
like some blood trails here and there. There's like a dead body every couple 100 feet, but there's not. You get the sense that people ran in and tried to get safe, but there were some casualties.
Fuck them. We tried to warn them. I don't even feel bad for them at all.
Well, that's a little monstrous, but we can't really worry about them right now. We need to make it to Deborah so we can get in the truck, get a better light source, and find the source of where these things are coming from. And so, are we pulling in the library?
Yeah. That all happens on your way, and you pull up, and Deborah is actually overran by these shadow creatures.
I
Roscoe,
fucking
they're,
immediately charge in with this lantern. Yo, Deborah, I don't hear.
I
mean, what could go wrong again?
I'm pointed towards the car, the truck with the high beam still on.
I jump out and go, Deborah! And I pull my flashlight out and follow with him.
I also get out of the car and go for and run for it with him.
And the way you kind of like, you like e-brake your car and stuff, and like, and like pulling at an angle where you're shining on Deb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
that
turn it off. I leave it on with the high
Yeah,
beam pointed.
Yeah, you do that, and they a couple of them kind of like explode into that weird smoky, shadowy substance, and then the rest just kind of take off.
All right.
And Deb is clear.
All
I
right.
get in Deb and get them in Deb too, and crank all the lights on.
I put my little flashlight and connect it to the end of my assault rifle, and I'm just kind of holding it out the window as we I just looking out the window as we roll off. All right.
Did we
Let's
see
try to
like
find-
a grocery store on the way here that may have beer?
There is a general store.
I say, boys, don't worry, I got this, and I want to drive Deb through the front of this grocery store.
Somehow,
Being a big beast she is.
Dr. Ill has another cassette tape, and he plays Round and Round by Rat. as they
When we
run
get
into
in
the
this
car.
grocery store, I want to go grab a case of beer and a sack of potatoes.
I'll let you pick one or the other.
I say, Dr. R, you get the beer, I'll get the taters.
Meanwhile, Dr. Ill runs over and grabs a coloring book.
Or the other way around. I'll get the beer, you get the taters, and I go get the beer. Did you get the taters?
Yeah, there's this across the street from the library is a real small mom and pop store.
Not anymore.
You can tell that they definitely don't have insurance. They
Fuck 'em.
It was ran by a little old man named Bill.
Well, see, I
You
hope he was in there.
You completely destroy the storefront as you crash Deborah into it. Because we already established that Deborah had like a bull bar on it, right?
Yeah, Deborah's a tough motherfucker. That's why I didn't care to
you
crash
crashed
into a
right
grocery store.
through the fucking grocery store, and yeah, you actually on crashing into the grocery store, you hit it at such an angle to where you take out the produce section, and there's no taters to be found.
I look for anything that looks like it fit in a tater cannon. I get canned beer. I get cans of Coors.
You get a 30 rack of Coors.
And I'm like, boys, we can drink them and shoot them at monsters. God
I just
damn,
picture-
we'll get back in Deborah and start her back up.
I just picture
Well,
Bill
I
sitting
guess
there
she never was unstarted.
reading a newspaper as the truck crashes through.
And then where's our plane? Where are we going?
As we pull off, I'm like, the bureau will cover the charges.
I just say, fuck you, Bill. Fuck you. Should have listened to us. You liberal.
Fuck you, Bill. I'm totally on the Roscoe train at this point because he gave me good advice about this woman.
I toss a beer back to Dr. Hill.
I crack it open. Where's that piss bucket?
God, I got it right here and I hold it up like there's the piss jug. It's almost full. You might need to empty it. I hand it back.
I look at them and I'm like, I look at them and I'm like, yeah, the top men, definitely top men.
People watching
right,
this though,
boys.
this is not pissed. I promise.
Now, as we drive off, I'm like, all right, we need to find the source of where these guys are coming from. Let me, can I roll, I guess, investigate memory, mystery?
Investigate your memory. Go ahead.
That's what I got to roll every day in real life. Investigate memory. Did this happen yesterday?
Oh, wait.
When I was 4.
Or investigate phenomenon.
What's that?
It says hunters dealing with phenomenon may ask following: how is the phenomenon doing this?
It's alternate
What-
investigative mystery.
what
Okay, so
contributes-
that's advanced investigative mystery. That is a move you can take when you level up, I think. We can take advanced
I
move.
think Gumshoe gets it. Or some of them
Okay.
other ones. I was looking at it.
Yeah, it's an advanced improvement. Once you take 5 improvements, you can take advanced 2 basic moves. So you can do
okay.
advanced investigative mystery.
All right, well, I took medic, so that's not going to roll. All right, let's roll And sharp, I think I can. Hold on, I think I might have a move where I can roll any sharp as something else. Let's see.
If Roscoe's got to pay for his grocery store, he's going to have to start dipping Rooster.
I can roll cool.
Kayak.
Oh, God. Timberwolf.
I can roll cool instead of sharp for investigate. Which would definitely help me. All right.
That is when you read a bad situation, you can use cool instead of sharp. That's not for all. Yeah, that's not for all sharp rolls.
Here, I'll just roll again. Be fair. Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Dude.
Oh no.
Well, I do not do that.
I'll say that I get to take a hard move because it's a failed roll, and you're still going to find out where they're coming from. That's the good news. The bad news is the only way you can follow the trail is if you drive directly into this big wave of shadow creatures that's heading your way right now.
I say, Mr. R, don't worry. Deborah can handle this shit, son.
All right. Well, it's the only way to find out what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go into the belly of the beast. Everybody, have your light shining. Right. And we're going to, I guess, go in. Roscoe's driving.
I'll fucking hammer down.
I'm shining.
Or low.
We're shining lights out the side of the windows as he's doing that.
And I roll the window down. I'm cranking the horn. Fuck you, you shadow motherfuckers. You fucking big tooth evil Inspector Gadget looking motherfuckers.
You know that scene in the Matrix Revolution where that one lone robot is like shooting straight up at these sentinels coming down, and they like disperse all around it, and he like makes a little pocket. Has nobody seen the Matrix Revolution? Okay.
Once.
Okay, wait. So, I have. I just don't remember it. It's just
so
a long time.
You see this big wave of shadow creatures, once again in all different forms and shapes, coming towards you and Deborah, and you drive head on, and it's almost like you hit water. It's like when you see a bullet being shot in through a high-speed camera in water, how there's like an air pocket around it. Picture that, but with a big rig and a bunch of monsters. And
need a physics degree
dispersing. They are dispersing all the way around Deborah, and then like meeting in the back. But luckily, you have that light bar in the back as well, and you're keeping them from like overwhelming you as you're driving right into the heart of these shadow creatures.
I give them the finger on the way through too, just like my picture down there.
And all right, and you're doing that, and I'm gonna need you to roll act under pressure for your driving skill. For your driving skill while doing this.
Yeah, easy.
And you did the
I did what could go wrong earlier.
Yep. So you get a +2.
I'm the goddamn greatest truck driver in the world, boys. What y'all even think was gonna happen?
Hell yeah,
motherfucking Roscoe P. Coltrane. Roscoe Percival Coltrane. Roscoe Piss Jug Coltrane.
Which one is it?
It's different every time he says it. I rolled down the window and said, courtesy of Roscoe Princeton Coltrane, you fucks.
I hate it. I'm trying so hard to find like a horn sound effect.
I got you.
Wah wah. Beep, beep. And yeah, you're able to
Can it be the Dukes of Hazzard card?
Yeah. And you're following this you're going headfirst into like this river of darkness, and you're going upstream following it. There's certain parts where you have to like stay on the road and go around, but for the most part you're pretty right on where you need to go. And You follow the road long enough till you're at like the most northern part of Elder Ridge, and the road uh, goes onto a highway, but the direction you need to go is so you're like coming to a stop sign and there's a T junction at the highway. You need to go straight ahead into the forest.
Can Deb fit?
That's up to you if you want to try.
Deb,
I
I know
really
we've
think we
been
should
through
get
a
out.
lot together, darling. But I'm just asking one more thing before I get you repainted, honey.
Mhm.
And get a picture of two Jesuses on the back. One holding the
Double-
Bible, and one holding the AR-15.
Double the Jesus, huh?
And maybe in a third later on, dressed like Uncle Sam, but Jesus. Let's do it,
Well,
baby. And I'd hammer through the woods.
Row kick some ass.
Yeah. Roscoe kicks ass, don't worry.
Oh hell yeah, you did. You fucking bulldoze through this forest. You're knocking over saplings. You're navigating left and right, avoiding these big trees, and you make it about half a mile in until you get stuck in some mud and all the tires are spinning, and you can't go anywhere else.
Thank you, Deb. You did your job, honey. Unlike that cold-hearted bitch you're named after.
and
Cheers to that, my friend.
And I chug a beer.
Same.
and
I'm gonna
you
chug a beer too because I'm like actually incredibly nervous about what's about to happen.
and there's these shadow monsters all around your truck now, and it's forming kind of like the perimeter at Sarah's house was, where they're coming like as close to the light as they can before it starts to hurt them.
Shit. I'm doing
All
some
right.
weird shit here. Okay.
So we've gotten as far as we can in the car, in the truck.
Yes.
Is where we need to go
Alright.
inside? Or we should wander around?
You're still like I'll say the way you were driving and the way you knew you had to go straight on, and you get the sense that if you just head straight, you're going to get there eventually.
All right, boys. I think we need to head straight, and we will get there eventually.
All right, back to back. Hold up the lantern. Have your lights constantly shining.
I'm tying the lantern on me with that rope.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right,
I'm getting a
gonna
tater
point
cannon out.
I'm going to point my light forward. I guess Dr. Eel is going to be taking the rear, pointing it back behind us as he walks behind us, backwards.
Let's give him the
As he
lantern,
does.
and
and
we'll
just
double
to make
flashlight
it-
forward.
Just to make it even like spookier, it starts to become a downpour. It starts to rain real hard in an ominous type of way as you're looking in this forest.
When it rains, it
hell.
pours, boys.
Oh, hell.
And we just make a slow march forward.
I'm starting
Well-
to think this might be a government conspiracy. The government controls the
Well-
weather.
Real
You
quick,
might be right, Roscoe.
everybody
If they
roll
did-
act under pressure
All right.
as you're like making this trek towards the woods. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Where's my act under pressure? There we go. Let's go, please. Ah.
Okay. As you guys are walking through the forest, you hear nothing. You hear rain. That's all you hear. Roscoe, you're with Mr. R up front, right? And Dr. Eel, you're in the back holding up the lantern.
Mhm.
Roscoe, you see one like coming out of the corner of your eye, and you're able to turn around and blast it. What do you do? Like whenever you shoot this thing as it's coming towards you?
What am I blasting with my flashlight?
No, your gun. You can shoot it.
I yell, suck on these big old taters, you bitch.
And you shoot it with your 38. Is that the gun you have?
I was shooting with the tater cannon, I guess. Guns
Do
didn't
you?
kill him, right?
You didn't try.
Oh, yeah, shoot it with the 38.
Yeah, and you
I
shine
didn't
your
say the
light on it,
tater
and
thing.
it kind of like the light stuns it, and you shoot it, and it's kind of like an Alan Wake situation. Whenever you shine the light and shoot it, you can damage it,
So,
and
goddamn,
it
boys, I
falls
tell
backwards.
everybody, yell at everybody this information.
Why is you're yelling that information? With those two failed rolls, Dr. Eel and Agent R both turn and look, and they are grabbed from behind and pulled down. And you both are going to take 2 points of harm each, as they are 3 shadow things between you two, like holding you down and trying to dig into you.
I'm
shine
gonna
my mag light at them.
I'm gonna immediately use magic.
try to take the gun that I put the light onto and just point it straight at me where they're on me as they're on
Roll kick some ass.
I see this and I'm like, Mr. R, don't kill yourself. It's not the time.
it. Trust me, I'm not going for that. I was gonna call you Rusty again. I really do miss that guy.
I'm not Rusty.
Oh,
All right, kick some ass. All right.
Yep.
I'm Roscoe Preston Coltrane.
I'm very confused on what you actually are.
With that 9, you're still going to take that 2 harm, but you shoot in such a weird way. But you're laying down, but you're like tactical about it. Like you shoot, like the gun's laying on your chest. You shoot upward, and then you like roll and shoot another one, and you take 2 of them out. And what were you going to do, Dr. Eel?
I was gonna try to banish the creature that was on top of me.
Yeah, roll weird. Use some magic.
Whoa.
Yeah, it fucking disappears.
I run back to the group.
You guys are still all currently together. You don't really have to
Okay.
go far.
Okay.
What does it look like though when you banish it?
I was like, "Get beyond me, you creature!" And then I like do like a Miyagi wax on, wax off motion, and then this thing just kind of just.
And I just say, God damn, Mr. Miyagi.
There he is.
And it's like, I'm just gonna go with it. It's working.
I say, boys, this is about to get serious. And Roscoe turns his Dale Earnhardt hat backwards.
Hand me another beer. Let's go.
I get it out and I hand it to him and I hold up with cheers, smash them together, little beer spills. I try to catch it before it hits the ground.
I stone cold that shit and pour it all over my head, and then I visibly kind of stumble a little bit because I'm very drunk.
I hold the gun up and face it forward because I haven't forgotten where the fuck I am.
I'm using the Coors Light can to shine my mag light off of, trying to get weird reflection angles on these things to surprise them. Yeah. Take this, motherfucker.
Are the mountains blue, my friend?
Always. Goddamn always. I'm starting to think this don't work. They're always blue, no matter how hot they are.
And you guys continue your trek through the woods. You're walking forward in the direction you know they're coming from, and you follow this direction. There's not really a path, and you're like stumbling, especially Roscoe and Dr. Eel. Y'all are stumbling through the woods.
Roscoe's
H&R
not even
doing
buzzed, dude.
decently.
We ain't got enough beer.
And you follow this direction, and it's eerily quiet. The only thing you hear are the sounds of the night insects. You hear some crickets here and there, some cicadas, and this rain. It's almost to a point of not what.
I got an idea. We're gonna get there.
And it's almost like an eerie quiet. You guys haven't been attacked. It's almost like whatever you're after is allowing you to get closer.
I think we're about here, boys. Get ready. I got a little secret here. I've been waiting for the right time. It's a little truck driver surprise to help us out a little bit, help us focus a little more. It's a little bit of crank. Whip out some fucking old 90s crank. Snort it.
Give me that shit. I start taking over a log and I snort it right off of the
I'm
Oh
gonna,
my god. Okay,
I'm
you
gonna look
both
for.
get you
Go
both
ahead.
get +1 forward to your next tough roll.
I'm gonna look for it and go. Well, I guess we're gonna die. Might as well be high.
As soon as I snort it, I get up, start beating my chest like back and forth.
I would like
Oh,
to, at this
throw off
point,
the rails.
what could go wrong? I want to charge in.
Yeah,
Toward
everybody
wherever
has a
this is at.
+1 to their next kick some ass roll.
I want to charge in wherever we're going here and just run. And I yell, Roscoe Goldie.
And yeah, you charge ahead and you come to a clearing, and you are alone for now because you charged ahead. And in front of you, you see this. The first thing you notice is a circle of children. They're sitting like crisscross applesauce, and they're all holding hands with their eyes closed.
I found the kids. They's over here
You
playing
look
duck,
up-
duck, goose.
You look up, and in the middle of this circle of children, there is a woman who looks grotesque. There's no other way to put it. She has she's missing an eye. Her nose is halfway falling off. Her hair is like in patches, and she's wearing a bright red dress.
I yell at her and I say, lady, listen, you're going to have to lower your prices
I
a
wish you
lot.
motherfuckers would let me finish my descriptions.
We're role playing, dude.
We're overly acting.
Let's role play.
And standing in front of that circle of children with this woman being manifested as your as you talk shit, there is another woman standing, and she looks very much human. She looks more human than whatever is being manifested in that circle of children. And she is wearing like the same color red dress, but she looks like a very elderly older woman. And she sees you, Roscoe, and she says, I figured y'all would make it up here.
Yeah, well,
We
it
did.
seems that.
Who's this
you,
bitch?
We all
It's
cranked
only
up.
Roscoe. Roscoe's
said,
by himself.
We all cranked up, bitch. Get ready for the fucking thunder and the lightning.
Large and in charge, looking for chickies.
And she says, I have some thunder and lightning of my own. And she like raises both of her hands up in the air.
I shoot her in the head while she's doing that.
Oh shit!
Shine my light and shoot her.
And she's not a shadow monster. But
I'm
when she
still doing
raises
it.
her head, roll tough. The roll kicks some ass. Doesn't matter. It goes through her head. It's incorporeal. This is what you
Damn.
get for not letting me finish my goddamn descriptions. But
Why I
she,
won't let her finish killing me before I try to attack back?
she raises both her hands in the goddamn air. And she says, I have some thunder and lightning of my own. And you see hundreds of these shadow creatures start to manifest in front of you. There's about 5 yards between you and the nearest one starting to manifest. And they are literally in the hundreds, all different shapes, all different sizes. And you are face to face with all of these. And Agent R and Dr. Ill, you come up shortly after that, and you walk up just to see these hundreds of shadow monsters start to appear.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna
I
remember
roll
this when we play D&D. Tomb of Horrors. You're gonna be like counterspell. I'm like, hold on, let me finish telling you how he kills you first. And then you counterspell
All right, I'm gonna roll up and as an agent, look at her and be like, "What's your goal here?"
And she says, my goal, it's already complete. And she gestures behind her to the woman being formed. And you take a closer look, and the life of these children are being drained as this this grotesque woman starts to take form, and
Nope.
she says, "I've brought back the dead queen."
I'm
Shooting a tater cannon
gonna.
at her.
That's a good idea, actually. I was gonna say read a bad situation.
I double stack it with a Coors and a potato. Spray a little extra hairspray. Not a
little
lot,
extra
just a
hairspray.
little bit. Psst.
And
Don't waste the
much.
beer, man.
All right, I'm gonna
And-
read a bad situation with I guess I can use cool instead of sharp.
Yep. And I will say that she is like a football field length away.
I ain't
In
real
between
high.
you and her are these shadow monsters. And you read a bad situation, you get to hold one.
All right. Okay, what's the most vulnerable? What's the biggest threat? Was there any danger we haven't noticed? What's the best way to protect the victims?
To end this battle as quickly as possible before she is fully manifested.
Is that tater
Alright.
cannon hurt her?
The tater cannon lands at her feet and it explodes. She does take. I made that weapon up, so I don't know how much harm. We'll say 3. She takes
I'm-
3 harm, and she looks at you like she stumbles back and she says, "Well, I guess you're taking the first shot." And she holds her hand out, and these hundreds of shadow creatures charge towards you.
Alright.
We get the lantern still, right?
Dr. Eel, hold up the lantern.
Aha! I start shaking it every single place I can find.
Now I'm gonna
And-
ask, if I were to shoot the children, would this stop it?
I mean, you technically would be cutting off its source of power, like it's draining the children's life force. And Dr. Eel, you hold up your lantern, and these things start to circle you, and they start to it's almost like if you're ever at a concert when there's like people pushing into other people and they're just like forcing them into it slowly but surely. It's almost like this massive shadowness is starting to overwhelm your little lantern.
I'm gonna use
Alright.
magic.
To do what? What are you trying to do with magic?
Would it be too far of a stretch to wait? Did you say our lights weren't working anymore?
They're starting to overpower the lights.
What if I
We need-
summon a fire monster?
Actually, remember whenever you spent a luck point and the
Mhm.
magic worked, but you didn't do anything,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing happened?
Mhm.
The consequence of that is what happens. You hear in the background,
Hold on.
Dr. Eel-san,
You're the best
you called
around,
you called for help.
Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi, son.
And you turn around, and Mr. Miyagi is standing there glowing in all spectral light.
Well,
And he says,
goddamn.
He
He
says,
does
"I have
know
come
who
to
he is.
help." And he starts doing like karate katas, but there's nobody around. But he's like walking forward slowly, doing the katas, and as they're like a section of these monsters like swarm Mr. Miyagi, and all that radiant light that's coming off of him goes black. And then you see an explosion of karate power as Mr. Miyagi is still doing these katas walking towards you.
You're the best around.
I
I
was like,
look
boys,
at
here.
follow Mr. Miyagi.
And I was like, let's move, Mr. Miyagi, move towards the kids. And I look at him and I say, I'll be goddamned. You do know who he was.
I want to take another shot at the tater cannon at the old whore there on the way.
Yeah, give me a kick some ass roll. And yeah, that's 3 more harm.
Let's go,
So,
Mr. Miyagi.
as we get closer to the kids, I'm not gonna kill them. I'm gonna see if we can pick some up and like move them away from the ritual. and
You're
shit,
still
like,
very far away from the kids. Like I said, you have like a full football field between you and them. And
well, we're running behind Miyagi.
And
shining a
Miyagi
light
is
in the back.
starting to slow down, like he's walking through mud. He's starting to run out of steam as he's doing these katas into the air, as these shadow monsters are starting to evaporate and get thrown off in different directions. And Mr. Miyagi turns around and he says, "Dr. Io-san,
Yes,
I
master.
don't know how much more I have." I would
Hold
like to
on.
apologize to anybody fucking watching through this really bad accent that I'm doing. Just taking a side note,
Dr.
I'm trying to talk about
Iro-san.
Mr. Miyagi from The Karate Kid. I'm not trying to be offensive in any sort of way. I'm just
Sound
throwing
like
it out there.
Sound like Dave Chappelle in the racist fairy sketch.
Wax
Hello,
on, wax
everybody.
off, Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off.
And once again, he- Mr. Miyagi starts waxing on and waxing off, and he's like, he says, "Yes, Io-san," and he's like creating this force field around you guys. And as he does, these monsters just keep bouncing off of it, but you're still about halfway to your destination. And as they're starting to climb up over this dome that he's kind of made of karate power, and you guys are completely covered, and all you see is black.
I would like to shoot
And
another tater cannon,
1 second. You can go ahead. Roll kick some ass.
but I don't want to shoot it at the lady. I can't see her. I want to shoot it like
at your feet.
out in front of us, so we like go to it.
It will not go through Mr. Miyagi's karate barrier.
Will these things hurt us?
Only one way to find out.
I ain't gonna do it.
Can I use my ability of weird tech objects to pull something that makes light?
I'm gonna say no, because you didn't ask that before going into battle. So it would be weird if you just said, "Oh, by the way, I had this."
Yeah, it's true. All right.
But what you do hear, though,
I would like to read a bad situation
Agent
too.
R, go ahead, roll it. You hear a helicopter in the distance,
Oh,
and you see flashes of a bright light, and followed by a lot of gunshots. And
Right.
you see bullets ricochet off of this karate barrier, but you also see these shadow monsters go flying off once again and evaporating. And you hear over a loudspeaker a voice that you know very well, Mr. R. You hear your superior say, "Agent R, here's that backup you wanted," and then Fortunate Son starts playing. And there's a guy on a big like a big M60 machine gun on the side of this chopper with a big floodlight hitting down, and you hear over that loudspeaker again, "We're gonna clear your path," and then doot, 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 as he's shooting into this.
I say, God damn, Mr. R, there's your people. Hey, y'all let me know if you hear if heaven ain't a lot like Dixie. That'll be my people.
Oh shit.
So as we go forward, Kiss by a Rose starts playing.
That ain't out yet. Turned away, right?
I don't know. When did Batman? It was the third Batman that came out for the second one.
It was the George Clooney one, I believe. It's out.
It was Batman the
out, dude.
Yeah, it starts playing "Kiss by a Rose" this week.
Rascal's like, God damn, I love this song.
And you have a path cleared. With that too, though, I'm going to take a hard move.
Yeah.
And
I assumed.
say, Mr. Miyagi's waxing on and waxing off, and he says, "Go, I will order them off," and turns around and starts doing his katas into the fucking crowd. And you see Mr. Miyagi fucking doing karate moves into this crowd of like monsters that's just overwhelming him, but you don't see that explosion of magic power or karate power.
Oh,
And
goddamn,
Mr.
boss.
Miyagi has been taken over, and Mr. Miyagi is assumed dead.
I think I killed Mr. Miyagi, boss. I think I killed him.
Miyagi, no!
Oh no, is that a hate crime? I don't know.
How many more people am I gonna have to lose?
And so we make a sprint towards the children. And as we make that spin, you hear, I am kiss my rose.
Roscoe's like, and if I should fall.
And you get right up to him. You can have a path clear. And there is a light shining on this witch that is standing in the way. The witch has already took 6 harm, and she says, "I can't let you do this, and I'm gonna need everybody to roll act under pressure, or roll cool,
right.
just straight cool, because this isn't an act under pressure roll."
I do have a response to her.
Yeah.
Fucking Mr. R's cool as shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
He's the coolest motherfucker.
Dr. Ill, you rolled a mixed success, so you are going to take 2 harm
Oh, God.
as she holds her hand out towards you, and you feel like this. It feels like a claw has reached into your chest and has just held onto your heart. And you like hit your knees. And you're also going to take -2 forward towards whatever roll you have to do next.
Nah, another woman breaking my heart.
I say, bitch. You're gonna die for breaking my friend's heart. Taste these taters, bitch. I'm shoot her again with a tater can.
Yeah, roll kick some ass roll.
I'm also gonna shoot.
Uh-oh. I don't know what that means.
Also, Matt, mark yourself as unstable, because when that happens, you start bleeding profusely, and if you're not stabilized, if you don't seek medical attention soon, then you will bleed out and die.
Wait, I ain't been
instead of shooting, then I'm gonna use my medic skill on him.
I'm dying of a broken heart, boys. Just let me go.
There should be a +2 on my kick some ass, I think.
All right, let's see.
What's that?
What is this?
Because I ain't been taking my things for rolling above a 10 there. +1 forward.
Also, you had crank, and I said the next kick some ass roll you had +1.
Yeah, success.
So, oh no. If you get a +1 forward, do you have to use it on your next roll?
Oh, I get saved, right?
Okay, so I got +1 forward and then +1 crank. So it's a 10.
He loses 2 harm and is stabilized.
Woo!
Okay, cool. So you're back at okay.
I'm back, boys.
And you can still fight and stuff when you're unstable. It's just
Okay.
Dying and shit, right?
Yeah. It's like fighting while you're like bleeding out, basically. You hit her with this potato cannon again, and it blows her backwards, and she hits the ground, and she raises up, and she says, "You can't take me." And she's like coughing up blood as she's talking to you.
So we got her on the ropes, boys. Hit her with everything you got.
And then I'll go ahead and take another shot.
Mm,
Well, I'll
yeah,
take
roll
a
kick
first
some ass.
shot. Kick some ass.
Same. And I'm going to say, get
Yeah.
ready to eat a spud from Roscoe the Stud.
I'm gonna pull out my Magnum and take a shot as well.
Yeah, roll kick some ass too.
Oh, that was not a good. Oh, I didn't. Well, it's a 9. It's still mixed success. I don't know. I'm talking in Roscoe voice, even when I ain't Roscoe.
What's the damage on your gun, Raphael?
It's a assault rifle.
Yeah, what's the damage on it though? It should tell you.
3.
I got 3 off my Magnum as well.
I have potato damage, whatever that is.
And
I was gonna say earlier that would have been like a perfect like clip when Raphael said, "Just lob a potato at him, we'll get out of here."
And you both like fire shots into her, and she is like on her knees, but she looks up and she says, and she tries to form sentences, but she can't. And she stands up, and just as she stands up, you hear "Trashy Women" by the Confederate
I
Railroad.
like women just a little on the trashy side.
As a big
It's
rig.
been the most musical episode.
Where they wear
As
all their
a convoy of big rigs runs over this witch just out of nowhere. And out of the driver's seat of the truck that that ran over to the switch. It opens, and you see a man in a wife beater tank top and a cowboy hat
I say, oh
with
God,
piss jug in hand.
Doodle, is that you?
He goes, Roscoe, you know it's me. You know it's old Doodle.
Damn Doodle Bivens.
And he said, I knew you needed some help. I'm glad I'm here. Where's that fucking lib at? I'm going to throw my piss jug at him.
You're under over, buddy. There's more libs right here, though. And I point at this grotesque looking creature.
Do you point at them or do you point at like the shadow monsters that are like slowly making their way towards your back?
Oh, yeah. I say, also, there's these shadow men out here. You just got to shine a light at them and shoot them. I know you strapped, buddy.
And he goes, you know it. And he reaches in the back of his, like behind his seat in his big rig, and he pulls out a little sawed-off shotgun. And then
Kill
he pulls
them
out a
shadow
mag light, and
socialists.
he goes, socialist, hell yeah. And he throws his piss jug into the crowd and like starts blasting into it, shining his light. And then other truckers from the convoy, we'll say 4 more, do the same. And they make a line, like they're holding a front line, like a battlefield front line, and piss jugs in hand, shining lights, as you guys have a chance to 1v1 the dead queen.
And I'm just yelling. What was that Tennessee quarterback had that real redneck name, Matt?
When?
A couple of years ago. I mean, it was something ridiculous.
Real redneck name?
Yeah. I mean, it was the most redneck name. It would sound like it was made up. Jim Bob Coder. Jim Bob Coder, dude.
Oh, that was way long ago.
I don't know what year it is. I just yell, get him, Jim Bob Coder.
And you hear Jim Bob yell back, hell yeah, brother.
I say to myself, I don't say it out loud, but I'm to myself, only these people have a serious misconception of what socialism actually is.
And
hell yeah, kill them socialists. Ronald Reagan didn't die on the cross for these socialists to come take over America.
And you see the dead queen herself sucking the life out of these, we'll say 20 children, like all in a circle holding hands around her. And in that circle, you notice that there is Clara and Bo, the 2 kids that you saved our very first Monster of the Week session.
I'm going to run up. I'm going to try to break the chain of children by grabbing 2 of them and pulling them away from it.
Okay, while you're doing that, I need you to roll act under pressure.
Okay.
Everybody roll act under pressure.
I'm going to run up too, but I'm going to do a different. I'm going to try to get these kids out of this trance. I'm just going to smack the shit out of one of them.
That's not good.
Okay, everybody roll act under pressure.
Hey, wait. I'm just gonna use a luck point and make that shit go through.
Okay, when you do that, and you're using a luck point?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, she looks at you all and she says, I can't have y'all taking my kids. And you feel like this otherworldly presence just wrap around your body. And you all succeeded, and you all get the best outcome. You guys all lost your sense of smell. You guys can't smell anything.
Roscoe couldn't smell anyway. He's cranked up, son.
And I'm just because if you wouldn't have chose to use a luck point right there, Raphael, Mr. R, the way I had it rolled out, she was going to take a sense away from everybody. Complete failures would have lost their sight. Mixed failures would have lost their hearing, and successes lost their sense of smell.
I would like to shoot her in the head with this tater cannon and see if it affects her as well.
Go for it.
And I yell, bitch, what's the most powerful potato? Darth Tater. And I shoot her. It's 11. I keep forgetting that one.
Oh, creative.
And
I looked up a list of potato jokes.
Raphael, whenever I need to use character names. Mr. R, you grab one of those kids or 2 of them, and you're able to like break the chain, and the energy is no longer being softened into the dead queen, but she is still there. She's still very strong, very powerful, but you have stopped her from getting more so
What
powerful.
about the kid that I smacked the fuck out of?
He wakes up and goes, "Oh shit!" and he runs away.
I say, wait, kid, just
And-
don't run too far, goddammit. Well, we lost one, but it's okay.
I'm gonna signal to the guys, and I'm gonna. Well, shit, there's still kids around here, isn't it? Did they kind
Yes.
of run away?
How many we got
No,
left?
they're-
7?
unless you shake, there's 20 kids. You guys got 3. So unless you purposely like shake all of them or like pick them all up, they're gonna stay where they are.
I say, Mr. R, I don't know if we got time. I think we need to kill these fucking kids.
I was gonna call in my help, the helicopter, just come in and tell them to rain hell on her. But
Oh, yeah. I
wanna
yell the
kill
truckers
kids.
just start grabbing kids. Grab kids. Not that way, but just get them out of here.
Doodle yells back, "I ain't allowed to. I'm on parole."
Hey, Doodle, listen, this
Oh,
is life or
God.
death. They'll understand, Doodle.
Roll manipulate someone to see if you can convince Doodle to grab some kids.
All right.
Specifically Doodle, not the other truck.
No, the other ones start grabbing.
I get to choose. They ask me a hard question. They stall or do their while, or they have a better idea.
Yeah, I got a better idea. I'm gonna get in my truck, and I'm just gonna slowly drive up to him and push him out the way.
Doodle, you're a goddamn genius, son.
That is the worst idea.
It's not. It is. Wait, Doodle, wait. I don't think it's a good idea.
What?
Mr. R says no. Maybe you just keep shooting this other shit, and we'll do the kids. Not in that
Okay,
way.
deal.
Not in that way.
And you look back, he already has like a needle in his hand. He goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, just kidding." And he puts it behind his ear and pulls his gun back out.
You about to shoot up some crank? I recommend it.
He goes, "Nope, just snorted me a line."
Hell yeah, you
He
did, brother.
charges into battle with flashlight and sawed off in hand.
I apologize to the real Doodle Bivens who I went to school with.
Oh, this is getting so.
This is
fucking
right
out of
on
hand.
brand with him, though. To be fair.
All right, so how do we get these kids away or save them?
Well, either roll act under pressure, 17 more times, or
Okay.
stop this bitch where she is.
Say it again. Stop who? What?
I said either thought her where she is, or roll act under pressure 17 times.
I take the potato cannon right to her fucking face and shoot it at her.
Yeah, roll kick some ass. Yeah, that hits. That's 3 more harm.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at her as well, because it's the only thing we got probably here. You know what?
Okay.
I'm using another luck point.
Are you? Oh Lord.
Burn that motherfucker!
Can't take him with you, goddammit.
Okay. Yeah, you do 3 more harm to her, and she still looks hardy, but you're hurting her. You're definitely hurting her while she's in the lot. Because that was her weakness, was the kids. As long as the kids were like in a circle around her, she was going to be able to heal.
Dr. Eel,
And
can you?
she looks at Dr. Eel and like holds her hand out, and I'm going to need you to roll cool.
Oh
I
god.
see her doing that. Can I roll protect someone?
You can, but you'll take the full effect of what she's about to do.
According to what I roll, maybe I roll awesome. You don't know.
I am warning you right now. You will take the full effect because
That
of
ain't
how
what
I
it
have this
says, though.
effect.
Nah,
How
I rolled a
have this
success,
effect-
bro.
How I have this effect written out. So what is like the worst possible nightmare to Dr. Eel? What is he afraid of more than anything?
Corn.
Corn?
Corn.
I
understand.
The band or the vegetable?
The vegetable.
Both.
Okay. You look down and you see these stalks start to grow all around you.
Even though I rolled a
And-
success?
Yes.
Oh
and
god.
as
Shouldn't
they're
even roll, bro.
growing, you start hearing and they start to they start to close in on you, but just as they do, and as you think you're gone, you shake your head and you're like, "This isn't real," or say it in Dr. Ill's voice,
This isn't real.
and you close your eyes and open them, and they're gone.
Dr. Ill, where did you go just now? What did you see?
Dr. Ill didn't go anywhere. It was all in his
I
mind.
meant mentally.
Oh,
The corn boys, they were back.
Oh, God. The bone. Goddamn skirt wearing liberal.
I guess they're gonna shoot at her again.
It's just like, all right, well, I guess I'm just gonna fucking shoot
it
her.
real kicks some ass.
There's really nothing else here. So.
Same bros. Oh, God.
It's mixed.
11.
Fuck.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna let that one roll.
I got an 11.
Okay. Once again, she does the same motion. She holds her hand out towards Mr. R. And Mr. R, describe your worst nightmare.
My
Like,
worst
what are you
nightmare.
afraid of?
I wish I failed.
Oh shit. Overtime without any pay
Okay.
forever.
The time clock just keeps getting further away. Oh, God.
A desk like grows out of the ground, and a chair pops up behind you, and you are like grabbed by the chair almost in a weird like Beetlejuice-esque way, and you are pulled down to it, and your arms are latched onto this desk as you see nothing but paperwork, and in your mind you are stuck in your office just working overtime, finishing all the paperwork that you have been putting off for the past year, and you take 3 points of harm, and you are like this until either she is destroyed or somebody else can roll to get you out of it.
Yeah,
I see him doing that.
I'm in a bad way right
I see
now.
him pretending to fill out paperwork. I said, God damn, she's got another one, and I'm going to fucking go smack the shit out of Mr. R.
Roll kick some ass against Mr. R.
You might kill me, man.
I hit him. I didn't add
Yeah.
nothing to it.
You smack the shit out of Mr. R. You are snapped out of it, but you take 1 point of harm from this smack that Roscoe delivers because he doesn't know how to pull his
I
punches.
say, I'm so sorry, Mr. R. I was slap fighting champion too in 1994, Nebraska.
Well, I'm gonna try to do first aid on myself.
I want to say, wait, I got you, brother, and I put some skull on it.
Lay on hands.
Yeah.
Yep. Take that.
I don't remember what I rolled.
Off. You don't. You just take 1 or 2 points off of them and put it on yourself.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought I had to roll something. Okay.
I would.
Now I'm turning and shooting this bitch with a tater cannon.
You're also unstable, Mr. R.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to. I could do.
I took 1 harm from him though.
1 or 2?
1. I only did 1 to you, so.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
Oh, wait, I can take 2. Can I take 2 from him, Jeff? Even if I only did 1?
You'll take it too.
Okay, I'll take it. I took 2 from him.
All right, I'm gonna try to medic myself.
I'm kicking ass.
Please God, go.
I'm going to say in order to. What do you have to roll for medic?
Medic. I just rolled the actual medic
I got
thing.
a 10. I need to start adding
yeah.
my shit.
That's fine. You do it.
I rolled a 10. I start
Alright.
typing it in there.
You do know when you take something forward, that just means for the next roll, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm back.
But I get 1 forward every time I roll above a 10.
Back in non-stable. Well, actually, I should just be on the 1. Yeah, back. I'm back to okay.
I'm going to say that you're okay, but you're still unstable because you've took a beating, but you'll still need to take more of the beating before you die. But you're still like starting to get woozy.
Say, goddamn, Jim Bob, I've smacked this man in the next week.
I should be stabilized though. That's part of the medic perk.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The patient is stabilized and healed 2 of harm.
Okay, yeah. That's fine then. I don't read all of the moves off the hunters can do. That's a lot. So yeah, you kind of bandage yourself up, but I'm going to say between you bandaging yourself up and Roscoe laying on hands, you all don't get to attack yet because you're busy, you're preoccupied. So, Dr. Ill, it's all on you. You're face to face with the dead queen. What are you doing?
Oh god. I'm gonna cast magic.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a mixed success. So, what are you trying to do?
Banish.
Okay, so I am going to pick a glitch because it works. She disappears for a second, and all these shadow monsters go away, and they kind of just sink into the ground, and it is dead silent for a moment. But the glitch I'm picking is that it doesn't work as long as it's supposed to, and she pops back up, and she's like, "Bah!" And all the shadow things come back, and everybody starts shooting again.
Does it break the thing with the kids when she's gone?
Actually, yeah, it does. They all run away. They all get up and run away whenever she's banished for that split second.
All right, I'm gonna get on the intercom and I'm saying, fire everything on her.
I yell, Doodle, the kids is gone. Get back out of the truck. Shoot.
I'm not going to make anybody roll kick some ass because you're directing all of this artillery. And we'll say whenever everything disappears, that gives Mr. Miyagi enough time to catch his breath, and he's up, and he is like,
Mr.
back!
Miyagi!
I didn't kill him.
He lived.
and he's sprinting towards the dead queen, and this helicopter unloads what's left of its M60 into and just da 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 da, and Doodle and company are shooting, and you guys are shooting. Roscoe, you're shooting your potato cannon at it. And you see Mr. Miyagi jump on top of the big rig that formed this barrier between you and the shadow monsters, and he takes a flying crane kick, and in midair kicks the dead queen's head clean off.
Ah.
And you guys have beat my Monster of the Week puzzle.
I say, well, we softened her up for you, Mr. Miyagi. I mean, you fucking glory hog. That's what they'll.
Mr. Miyagi didn't need our help.
I feel like he kind of did.
Mr. Miyagi says, I definitely did need your help, Il-san.
As a, it's less of a puzzle and more of the end of Resident Evil 4. You know?
Dr. Ill goes up to Mr. Miyagi and says, "Can I have my black belt now?"
And he says, "Can you defeat me in one-on-one combat yet?"
No.
Then no.
I say, Mr. Miyagi, what happened to that little kid you used to have around, Daniel-san?
Oh, he died.
What happened to his mom?
And he winks at you and doesn't say anything.
I mean, Dr. Ill, that's a possible candidate for replacement for the lot lizard, the cabin lot lizard.
No, I think she's got Miyagi on the mind.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi, she is spoken for.
I look back, I say, should we kill Mr. Miyagi?
I don't
Karate can't defeat guns, boss. Facts.
Mr. Miyagi says,
Ain't you ever seen Indiana Jones?
Try.
Ain't you
And
ever
he
seen
starts
Indiana?
doing katas and like walking towards you.
I fucking throw my
I go
shit
get him.
bucket on him.
I look at him and I said, Miyagi, we're good here. Thanks a lot.
And Mr. Miyagi says, I will be around when you are need me most. And he like sparkles and this fades into karate dust.
Is
I
that
slap my hands
which?
together like the praying position and I bow and say, "Aha, Mr. Miyagi-san."
Is it witch's body still laying there?
Yes.
I'd like to chop her hand off, please.
Yeah, you do it.
Put it in my shit bucket.
Put my assault rifle over my shoulder and I go, I should probably look into that. But you know what? You've earned a reprieve.
Mr. Miyagi seems like a good guy, you know?
As you say that, that helicopter that was giving you all that support has landed. And you see the pilot is your superior. I'm gonna let you name him because I can't think of anything. And manning that M60 was Special Agent Jenkins, the head of SCAT.
And I'm gonna go up to them and I'm gonna salute.
They say,
Thank,
they both say in tandem, "At ease."
thank you, sir. That was much needed. It looks like the situation has been solved for now.
And he says, "Yeah, you got any ideas on how we're going to cover this shit up? Because
Just
this is
like you
fucking
faked the
wild."
moon landing, buddy. That's I yell
He
from the
said,
back.
"Did you see that glowing karate man? Was that Mr. Miyagi from the famed Karate Kid movies?"
You bet it was.
You know, I think we can maybe cover this by saying it's the early effects of Y2K.
And he says,
Wait a
"That
minute.
might work." And he says, "Agent R, I hate to be that guy, but we got to get going back to base. You want to say goodbye to your friends and hitch a ride?"
Roscoe,
Hey,
You-
10-4, old hoss.
you probably shouldn't never be an agent, but you'll always be a friend.
I'd never work for the government anyway. I ain't a goddamn bootlicker.
Never change. Never change, Roscoe. Dr. Eel, are you ready?
Nah, what? What?
Back to go to the base.
Yeah.
As you're Dr. Hill, as you're walking to the helicopter, you see you see Sarah standing by herself, kind of just looking at you.
I look over at her and I look over at her and I look back at Roscoe and I wink at him and I say, "Fuck you, lot lizard."
It's like, hell yeah, brother. And I cry a little single tear.
And
know,
she
that'll-
says, "Oh, okay, I was going to ask you if you wanted to come over, but I guess not."
I go,
Like-
get her, lot lizard, get.
I look at the boys and I go, that'll do. That'll do.
The helicopter takes off with Agent R and Dr. Eel, who had just rejected Sarah the Lot Lizard now. Lastly, we're standing there, Roscoe, you're standing there in front of the convoy of truckers that helped you. And Doodle sticks his head out and he says, "Well, you need a tow? You need to get Deborah? Where is she?"
She's stuck in the mud back here a little ways. You know, I do need help pulling her out there one time. And you
he
know what? I
says,
think
"Well,
I'm going to rename that truck.
what are you going to rename her?"
I think it's going to be him, Dr. Eel.
And the screen goes black and credits roll. I couldn't imagine a better way to end it.
Oh, well.
what a unlikely friendship.
Here for it.
You know, I like how the whole Monster of the Week arc ended. You know, like,
Yeah.
you come full circle on the whole arc. All
Uh,
right. I'd like to thank everybody who came out to see us. We had a great time tonight. I'd like to, say, that's going to be it for probably Monster of the Week for a little bit, but we had a great time. If you like this podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. And before we leave, let everybody give a chance to shout out where you can find them. Let's start with Jeff.
You can find me on YouTube and Twitch and all the social medias. Ryline on there. Let's run more Monster of the Week eventually. I want to do that. That was real fun.
Jeremiah?
Find me at Dingy20 on all social media platforms. And honestly, a lot of times you can find me on Jeff's YouTube, making kids cry with him.
Out of context statement for the week.
We're good at it. We're good at it.
Well, I am Rafael Santiago, and you can find me at 2def, which is on all your social media outlets, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all those. Also, if you'd like to get on Fiverr.com, looking for a place to get some music for your upcoming project or maybe your podcast or something like that, hit me up. I would love to help you make some music for that. And Matt?
MPOW12, MPOW12 across all platforms.
All right. With that being said, we like to tell everybody good night.
To death.
Dev?
I was wondering who was going to do it.